Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new week of medical terminology. This is our week to study, my favorite, the respiratory system. So let's all take a deep breath and dive into chapter 8, the essentials of the language of pulmonology. Pulmono means lung. Ology is the study of, I know you know, so pulmonology is the study of the lungs and disorders of the lungs. This chapter kind of begins by taking you on the journey of air as it flows during normal respiration. So maybe take a breath, and as you do, visualize that process. You know, it starts in the upper respiratory system in your head and your neck, and then it involves your nose, your nasal cavity, your pharynx and larynx. Be careful with those words. People like to misspell and mispronounce those. Pharynx and larynx. Okay, that's up here in your upper respiratory system. Then air travels down to the lower respiratory system, which includes your trachea, the bronchi, the bronchioles, and the alveoli in your lungs. Okay, so air travels in through this pathway to bring oxygen into the body and then to expel CO2 and waste out of the body. So your book is kind of poetic and beautiful when it describes the act of breathing out, of expiration. It says this is the process of letting go. So that's kind of nice, right? Let's let go of the CO2, of the harmful substances, and let's breathe in life-giving oxygen. So let go of the bad and breathe in the good. I don't know. I think it works, I think. Your book also points out that there's this balance. There's this process of how humans and animals breathe in oxygen and then they breathe out CO2, whereas plants and trees breathe in CO2 and they breathe out oxygen. So there's this perfectly balanced world, this wonderful system. But your book, of course, have to mention that sometimes we disrupt that system and add pollutants to the air and chop down forests, and then because of that there are negative health effects, negative consequences to that disruption. Okay, but as you read this week, maybe ask yourself, hey, what is the function of the hair and mucus in our noses? Why do people snore? What is a hiccup? What is a yawn? What happens if a person can't breathe independently? What can we do if a person can't breathe through their mouth or nose? How do you spell breathe and breath? Is it the same? I don't know. We're going to talk about that and so much more in the live session. So I hope you have a great week, and I hope you enjoy learning about this very vital system. It's one of the big ones: airway, breathing, circulation, airway and breathing. We're talking about it right here. So happy studying, enjoy, and I will see you soon in the live session.